a lot of ways. That one came down to the second quarter. What do you think went wrong there?
Yeah, I mean, the start, I thought we let struggles offensively, missed shots, turn into horrendous defense. That run was, I believe it was in 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Bolt gives it up, deflected by Randall. Brown able to grab it, but he can't score, and the first quarter comes to an end.
A few minutes later.
McDaniels again able to create some space with the off arm against Murray.
Denver was doing that, though, in that first quarter. It was as good as they have looked in 2 months, that first quarter. Great defense and an absolutely dominant Joker. That's how you get a 31-22 lead. What happens in the second quarter? In 2 minutes, they blew their 9-point lead.
Inexcusable. I thought we were very competitive throughout the night, but not during that. Like I said, that 2 minutes, and that can lose you a game against a really good team.
When it comes to the 2026 NBA season, one thing I'm sure everyone has noticed is the number of superstar and all-star players who have missed big chunks of the year. Look at the upper echelon guys. Someone like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has missed 11 games. Luka Doncic just missed 12. Victor Wembanyama has missed 14. Giannis Antetokounmpo nearly 30. And Jason Tatum has been out the entire year. Now, looking at the best player in the world, that of course is Nikola Jokic, the 3-time MVP. The Joker this year has missed 16 games. His team in those games went 10-6. The Nuggets, without Jokic, survived and maintained their seeding. What that produced was a ton of false narratives. The most obvious one being that Jokic's value is somehow overrated, overstated, and that Denver without him is actually better.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
If you want to talk about overall value being super additive, the Joker of the NBA right now is indeed the most valuable. Look through history at the most valuable players to ever play the game. Case in point, look at the last game versus the Oklahoma City Thunder in OKC. This was a battle between two heavyweight superstars and heavyweight teams. With the Joker on the floor, Denver was plus 15 in 44 minutes of action. That's impressive. Now here's the downside. With the Joker off the court for just 8 minutes, the Nuggets were an abysmal minus 21. His overall value swing was an absurd 36 points in a game that went to overtime.
8 rebounds already in the first quarter. Hardaway, another catch and shoot. He's got 3 threes in the opening quarter.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Jokic has 6 points and 9 rebounds for Denver. Jared McCain working on the free throw line. And he knocks it down. A timeout now by Denver.
I rest my case.
Looking past that OKC heavyweight fight, take Minnesota Timberwolves versus Denver Nuggets in Denver. It was basically deja vu. With the Joker on the floor, Denver was plus 4. With him off the floor, minus 3. Again, when did the game change? The entire script flipped after the first quarter when the Joker took his first rest. Denver ended the first quarter up by 9 points with a 30-point quarter. After his first break, that 9-point lead turned into a 2-point deficit.
Something very familiar about all this.
If you're one of the anti-Jokic guys and you don't like how he plays or carries himself, you're in absolute heaven right now. One of the arguments used to knock him is that Denver without him was playing better compared to now that he's back. That narrative is very reductive and surface level. Use common sense. Look at the teams they've played. Denver's 10-6 record without him, while solid, isn't nearly as impressive as it sounds. Of those 10 wins, only 3 were against teams above .500. The combined record of those opponents was 247-351, a 41.3% win percentage and an average pace of 34 wins. If you want to give Denver's role players tons of credit for maintaining the ship without Jokic, you can do that. But where you lose me is questioning his value. Recently, they've lost to the Thunder, Pistons, Knicks, Cavaliers, Clippers, Warriors, Thunder again, and Timberwolves. Out of those, only one team isn't playing good basketball, that being Golden State Warriors. Those recent opponents have a combined record of 313-173, a 64.4% win percentage and an average of 53 wins, compared to January's average of 34.
These are the facts of the case, and they are undisputed.
Looking at Denver in January versus February, with the Joker versus without him, in January their offensive rating ranked 10th in the NBA. Still solid. Defensive rating was 24th, abysmal. Net rating was 19th, not even playoff level. If you want to go off raw record, you've got me beat. But if you dive deeper and add context, it's basically checkmate. In February, despite the tougher competition, Denver's offensive rating jumped from 10th to 5th, defensive rating improved from 24th to 14th, net rating climbed 9 spots. What that shows is simple, raw win-loss record tells part of the story, but not everything. What's more indicative are advanced analytics, offensive rating and net rating, with versus without.
It's not complicated.
To bring it full circle, looking past the Joker at the overall state of Denver, for many Nuggets fans, the sky feels like it's falling. The last 13 games, they've gone 5-8. It looks rough. But here's the positive sign. With Nikola Jokic on the floor during those 13 games, they're plus 100. With him off the floor, minus 41. That shows two things: 1, the Joker's immense value, and 2, Denver's problem is fixable. Right now, the issue is depth and health. That should be solved in about 2 to 3 weeks with Peyton Watson and Aaron Gordon hopefully returning. All year long, health has been the major problem. Aaron Gordon has missed 38 games. Brown 36. Johnson 24. Jokic 16. Watson 12. The Nuggets' entire starting five has played just 10 games together, going 8-2 in those games. The last time they were all together was November 12 versus the LA Clippers. That's a lifetime ago. When this Denver team is healthy, they're a force in the Western Conference. So for Nuggets fans panicking, calm down. Give it 2 weeks. They may not be winning games right now, but they are winning the minutes when Nikola Jokic plays. That's the most telling sign. If they were losing the Jokic minutes, that would be a real problem. But this team's issue is depth and injuries. When Pickett, Spencer Jones, Watson, and Aaron Gordon return, the rotation stabilizes and the depth problem fixes itself. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.